Right.
that you're fucked.
Set in plaster.
Yeah. Because these paths are cut so deeply.
So, this makes me think, Tim Ferriss, right? He's down here. He's done amazing. He's given all this money to MAPS and he's been a huge supporter of research. Amazing what he's done. And he talks about, he uses the metaphor of clay, that you're kind of, your life is grooved. You have these clay, kind of grooved in clay, and this is how you act. And what the psychedelics do is loosen that up and allow you to put in new grooves if you want. I think that metaphor is good. The people at Imperial College and stuff sometimes use a snow globe metaphor, like, the snow globe's calm, and then you shake it up, and the psychedelics are shaking it up and allow the snow to fall differently. I sometimes think of those my metaphors always suck, but I think of those glass animals in Venice, you have like your glass elephant, with all these spears stuck in you from life, everything you've done, just get these spears jabbed in you. And the psychedelics allow you to kind of heat up and pull some of those out and heal a little bit. So, but that metaphor of the psychedelics opening up these channels and allow you to work is, I think, a powerful metaphor because it's what happens. It also tells you, if you're doing this stuff, have a frickin' professional with you and don't do it at home or to fit. I mean, I'm not, do whatever you want at a fish show, but this is dangerous, powerful medicine. And if you're going to be crafting your psyche, you want people with you that know what they're doing, that aren't evil people.
When you set out to write this book, we should talk about this book.
Oh, sorry.
New Science of Narcissism.
We haven't even got to UFOs yet.
I'd love to get to that.
God.
Let's get to that right after
we do my book.
What was your intention? Was your intention to sort of illuminate these issues for people, to help them guide their own way through it and find out what strategies they have, or just to diagnose it and describe it as a condition?
I've been studying narcissism for probably 25, 30 years. It's been that long just because I started doing it in grad school, and I have a whole bunch of implicit or tacit knowledge. Like, I just know a lot that's not written down, and I got to put this all down so anybody who wants to figure out narcissism can grab this, read it, and kind of know what's going on, and then they can go figure out what they want from there. So I wrote it a bit like a tool for people who really want to understand it. And then change. I'm not so good. I don't like telling people what to do.
I can tell that.
You can
You're
tell.
Pretty easygoing guy.
I just hate telling. I'm like, man, you got to find your own journey. Plot your own adventure. Fuck, I'm doing my best.
I get it. You're doing your best. Like, you got to do your best too.
Your best, man. But like, here are the tools. And then I wrote the book, and I try to explain, like, here's how personality works. I try to explain a little bit, like, here's how we assess personality, so you don't be an idiot and take a bunch of tests online. Like, I try to explain to people how this thing works in simple terms. I don't know if it worked, but that's my effort.
UFOs.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell are interdimensional UFOs? What are the dimensions? I can't figure this out.
Well, I mean, even the phrase interdimensional UFOs, that's never really been defined.
I know, but don't people talk about this?
Yeah, people talk about all kinds of horse shit.
Right, I was like, but who's going to know? I'm like, Joe Rogan, I got to figure this out. I'm like, what the hell's an interdimensional? What's the
You came to the wrong place. I have no idea if that's even, might be total nonsense.
I assume it's total nonsense. I just wonder what it is.
Well, I think when people say that, they're just grasping at straws. Like, if you could say for sure this is an interdimensional alien life form, wow, you would have the most amazing peer-reviewed paper ever, right?
Pretty good one, yeah.
In order to say that, you would have to have some real data. Yeah. You'd have to be able to demonstrate. You'd have to be able to show how this is provable, either with some sort of mathematics or some kind of evidence.
Something.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't just say interdimensional. But people do say things like
that. So that's what it is. Somebody just said that's what it is.
Well, one of the things when you talk about narcissism and ego, one of the things that people do, they do like to pretend that they are special. And this is one of the reasons why I'm so very, very skeptical about personal psychic experiences, personal UFO experiences, personal experiences with Bigfoot or whatever it is, because it instantaneously makes you more significant than you are without those experiences. So if you're a person that has been abducted by a UFO, and I'm not saying that people haven't, if people have had that experience, I have no idea what your experience has been. But if you are full of shit, and you say you have been abducted by a UFO, you are automatically, instantly more interesting.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Instantly. You're interesting, more fascinating. You're interesting in a way that no one else is, because you've experienced this godlike creature from another world.
Right.
And they have chosen you for some strange reason. Maybe you have a particular genetic sequence that they're interested in, or maybe you have been chosen throughout your entire life, and that's why you're so special.
Seated.
Yeah, there's a thing about this, that people wanting to be special, the chosen one. But I talked to this lady that was telling me that she channels UFO from another planet, and she was telling me all this nonsense, that all the different things she does. And I said, are you on medication? And she got like really really upset at me for asking her if she's on medication. I'm like, that's a legitimate question. Like, you're telling me that you are in contact and you channel a being from another planet. You just expect me. You're not saying at all, I know this sounds crazy.
Yeah.
You're not saying.
Dude, I know this is nuts.
No, instantaneous, grandiose behavior. Instantaneous, like I need to respect this because this is real. Like, I am forced in this position where she has this knowledge that's coming from this interstellar time-traveling entity or whatever the fuck it is, and
It communicates.
it's a type of mental disorder, and this is not discounting actual real extraterrestrial experiences, because they very well may be real. If you're talking about unique experiences, novel, unique experiences that you have.
It's 9:28. Stock market's about to open. 9:29. Thank you.